That nigga right there is recording us right here. Goddamn, cause I know. Nigga, come on, this nigga right here. Yeah, he's about to get damn, goddamn.
Keep it 100. Like you try to play me for dummy. Right now I'm getting too much money. Expect to stay in bed sleeping for nothing. Can't you tell how I'm coming? Hey, me back and swerve on the road. I'm marry my nigga in chrome. I'm just doing whatever, still setting the tone. I ain't gon' stop, gotta be for cold. I'ma die for the shit that I'm on. Adrenaline rushing my slaughter alone. Like, I'm good from the Bronx to the Yam. This shit getting hold on my YouTube.
It's your boy Goddamn TV, man. We back with another video, man. Today we got some news, man. As you can read from the title, we got man that was basically gunned down by a cop in Brooklyn. Yeah, we about to go over. I thought it was like a I don't want to say an interesting story, but it was definitely a sad but interesting story, so I want to go over that. This is him right here. His name is BDOT. He's from Brooklyn, I believe. I'm guessing he's Crip.
Guys, they killed the fucking... Oh my god. There's a fucking baby in the fucking car and I am crying right now. Lord, please, please. That's why they fucking running up the block like y'all fucking crazy. That is y'all. No. Oh my god.
Whose son is that, God?
Nah, shorty in the back was going crazy. Whose son is that, God? That was the video of the aftermath of the situation. We about to get into the story. This is by ABC, Channel 7. So we about to get into it. Police shoot suspect in car as toddler sat in the back seat in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. Police involved shooting in Brooklyn ended with a man shot and killed and a woman injured, according to NYPD officials. Officers first responded to 81 North Portland Ave in Fort Greene just before 3 p.m. for reports of shots fired and were met by a witness who described a black Honda fleeing the scene with a Mississippi license plate dangling by one screw. Officials say members of the NYPD located the vehicle on Fulton Street and Washington Avenue heading eastbound on Fulton Street. Say a police chase ensued when the vehicle discovered they were being pursued, cutting through traffic and running red lights in an effort to escape. They started speeding up, they started cutting through blocks and through Bed-Stuy. They were running red lights. Our officers are closely pursuing, said NYPD Chief Jeffrey Madry. Police were eventually able to stop the car, which got stuck behind traffic on Utica Avenue in Crown Heights section. Officers exited their vehicle with their guns drawn, commanding the driver and passenger to show their hands. NYPD officials say a 21-year-old man in the front passenger seat tried to exit but couldn't open the door all the way due to a double parked car. They say the suspect had a gun in his hand and pointed it at officers. That's when officers fired as many 19 shots, striking the passenger and a driver. A 23-year-old woman who got out of the car and tried to run. At one point, officials say one of the officers started yelling, "Baby, baby," after locating a child, a 3-year-old girl in the back seat of the car, and ordered the other officer to stop firing. The girl was not shot and was safely removed from the vehicle and taken to the hospital for evaluation. My heart's breaking, but they had a little hoodie. They were looking around. They were just scared. It was horrible, said witness Sarah Israel. The woman, who was believed to be the mother of the child, was taken into custody after a brief chase on foot. She suffered 2 gunshot wounds to the right thigh. She has not been charged yet, but police say she drove this through several red lights, all while the child in the back seat had no car seat. Officials say the man who pointed his weapon was shot multiple times and later died. The NYPD showed Eyewitness News body camera images of the suspect pointing his weapon directly at the officers. The cops involved in the incident were taken to the hospital, but were not hurt by gunfire. NYPD officials say the semi-automatic weapon recovered at the scene had a capacity for 30 rounds. Anything higher than 10 is illegal in New York. It's not clear yet if the suspect fired any shots. As for the man who was killed, police say he was wanted for a vicious homicide that happened on March 28, 2024 on Belmont and Euclid Avenue in East New York and had been on the run since. Police say the 21-year-old suspect walked up to a 21-year-old victim and shot him multiple times in the torso. The victim died at the hospital. Investigation is underway. So as you can see, man, that's a horrible situation to be in. Being that they even had a child in the backseat of the car was even worse. Like, it's crazy how she was running through all type of red lights and trying to run from the boys with her baby in the backseat. Man, that's crazy. And condolences to the family of the man. I understand he probably committed a crime before, but it doesn't mean he had to lose his life. So condolences to that man's family. It sucks when things like this happens, but this is the state of the world we are in. So let me know y'all thoughts on that, man. As for another story, as you can see from the title, a Queens takedown. I wanted to show y'all this as well. This is by Fox 5 New York. Inside the NYPD's takedown of violent Queens gang, drill rappers arrested. So this is another crazy story. Let's get into it.
11 people have been arrested. They're facing a total of 57 charges, including attempted murder and gun possession. Prosecutors say they tried to kill rival gang members as part of an ongoing turf war leading to unnecessary violence in their communities.
All right, Fox 5's Lisa Evers had a front row seat to this case and joins us now. Lisa, tell us about what you saw.
Well, Steve and Natasha, we got an exclusive look inside the NYPD's takedown.
Before we start, man, Queens is very underrated in this drill scene. Like, we really don't be counting in Queens for real. So this is very underrated.
Of a violent Queens gang that police say terrorized people living in southeast Queens with reckless drive-by shootings and running gun battles in residential neighborhoods. And they say the gang leader of the 8-Tray moving Crips was actually a 33-year-old man who started training teens as young as 14, training them how to pull the trigger and who to shoot.
Making this right on 104.5. Copy. Are we in contact with Warren? Get out of the way.
We were embedded with the NYPD's Gun Violence Suppression Division and supporting units as they implemented Operation Deadliest Catch. It took them months of investigations and thousands of hours to get to this moment. Their goal? Take shooting suspects they say are the worst of the worst off the streets.
Their recklessness. The fact that they'll go out there, they'll shoot up a house.
So as you can see here, 8-Tray. Don't mind me pausing. This is what I have to do because this is like a news article. I'm not trying to get, yellow marked for this. So we're going to have to pause the video. But they're definitely 8-Tray.
Shoot up a bus. They don't care who's around. We know bullets have no names, and they have no regard for human life.
The police are asking us to put on these bulletproof vests because many of the suspects that they're about to take down today are wanted for violent gun offenses.
Nah, she's beasted.
Before we hit the streets, Assistant NYPD Chief Jason Savino addresses officers from the Gun Violence Suppression Division and supporting squads including warrants and the 113th Detective Squad, reminding them of the incident in the surveillance video. 2 cars roll up to a house, park, and then they jump out shooting with an entire family asleep inside.
2 cars, 4 guns, riddle that house with bullets, with children sleeping inside. Think about that for a second, right? Those 4 guns come back to an additional 17 shootings.
At this undisclosed location, the police get their assignments, which will take them to various locations in Queens. Since the start of the Gun Violence Suppression Division in 2021, police say there's been double-digit declines in both the number of shooting incidents and the number of shooting victims in New York City.
From here.
And this is why I said they underrated, because a lot of stuff be happening in Queens. Like, if you do not know, a lot of things be taking place in Queens, especially like Jamaica. That's the parts I really know about. I'm not really too far on the Queens thing, but a lot of the things that be going on in drill, a lot of people be paying attention to, like Brooklyn drill and Bronx drill, and nobody really says anything about Queens drill. Not that, to my knowledge, at least.
You guys are just going to go straight to your individual hits.
So the detectives have their files and they have their assignments, and now they're going to pick up the suspects. The case subjects are 11 members of the 8-Tray moving Crips gang. Queens DA Melinda Katz, who has made working with police to get guns off the streets and bring down gun violence a top priority, says those gang members found guilty will pay for their crimes.
The 57-count indictment charging 11 defendants with conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, attempted assault, reckless endangerment, and the criminal possession of a weapon.
Me and my
he stepping. If he talking no bro, we gon' send him.
2 of those indicted are...
So y'all telling me I listen to them if y'all really do listen to Queens Drill, or am I just out the loop and I don't know about Queens Drill?
Aspiring drill rappers Amir Harris, who goes by Mir EBK. EBK stands for Everybody's Killer. His rapping partner is Seth Johnson, who goes by Sav G. While many drill rappers are successful artists and not involved in crime, some are, says Captain Ryan Gillis. He says they use their lyrics to inflame their rivals called ops.
So the drill rap connection seems to always be a common theme in these investigations. Some people have more clout or more noteworthiness than others.
My son said clout.
But there's always a few members of the crew that take pride and like to antagonize the other opposition gangs.
Right now we're part of a stack of police vehicles heading onto the Grand Central Parkway to the first location. We have an exclusive look with the detectives as they are taking us into the neighborhoods in southeast Queens that they say were terrorized by these shooters. Officers go into this house and surround the yard to make sure the suspect does not escape. They put their lives on the line to give this community and the people living here the safety they deserve.
They deep, ready to book anybody. It's crazy.
The officers from the Gun Violence Suppression Division, along with officers and detectives from the Warrant Squad, just went into this house right here to try and bring out one of the suspects. We just got word that one of the main suspects has been taken into custody, so we're going to the 111th precinct right now. One by one, the suspects are brought in to be booked on serious felony charges, ranging from weapons possession to attempted murder. Mr. Tanis, police say that you gave young teenagers guns. Is that true? So this is where all the suspects...
Damn, so they not playing, man. They not playing. They about to definitely do some major time. Especially from how this video looks. Like, they definitely about to get some time.
Suspects are being taken in here, right?
Yeah, we're bringing all the suspects here subsequently to the investigation.
And then what about this case troubles you the most?
We have a 33-year-old individual that's essentially orchestrating these shootings. He's recruiting younger individuals, younger impressionable individuals at that. And what is he doing? Putting guns in their hands and telling them where to shoot and who to shoot.
The shooting incidents in this case occurred from...
So as you can see, that guy that they was leading to the back, and he had the locks, I guess he was the one selling them guns. So I guess they're gonna put him as like the leader, name him as the top leader to this whole thing.
March of 2021 through December of 2022.
We allege that the main goal of this violence is a turf war.
Now, police tell us that they are not after gang members themselves, but just a small percentage of gang members who are actually shooters. Now, if the defendants in this case are found guilty, they're looking at anywhere from 3 years to 25 years to life.
Oh, now they not going after the gang members themselves, but only the gang members that are the real shooters. That's cap. What you call a co-conspirator. Somebody that hangs with the gang members. But it's looking real ugly for them, man. But that's about it, man. We ain't about to listen to what they gotta say. And yeah, man, it's really looking ugly for these people. Like they said, Mir EBK and Sav G. Never really listened to their music, but maybe they lit. Maybe y'all listened to it before. Maybe I know about them and I don't. Maybe I'm just like out the mix with that. It's him right here. As you can see, he got what, 260K views. So people know about him. People know about dude. You know what I'm saying? People know about dude, I'm guessing. He getting numbers. He doing little numbers. You feel me? I wasn't hip to them. I really wasn't hip to them. They shot with CBD film, so it's looking like they doing a little bit of numbers. I wasn't really hip to the Queens, you know, members, man. I really was not paying attention to too much of them. Can't lie to y'all. But let me know in the comments below what y'all think, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I drop a new video. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.
G's and that bitch getting smacked. One false move, you get some off the map. Facts. Look back, all he seen was the flash of the gun. Them niggas be sliding for fun. Me and my niggas be sliding, make a run. Pounds of the Tory, we smoking on run. The Mary, my nigga in chrome. I just doing whatever, still saying nigga, I ain't gon' stop, gotta be.